Salam everybody, this is Investor Shake back at it again with another video. And today's halal stock pick of the week is Hut 8 Mining Company, ticker symbol HUT. Stock price is at $10.05. Now this is a Bitcoin mining company. I want to give a shout out to Roger for posting this comment 6 months ago in my Riot stock video. So now I'm going to cover Hut 8 mining. So it is Sharia compliant, and the key stats are: it has a $1.5 billion market cap, no dividend, the 52-week low is $3.15, and the high is $16.57. So if we go to Yahoo Finance, we could look at the description of the company. All right, give it a second. So it says here, Hut 8 Mining Corp operates as a cryptocurrency mining company in North America. The company engages in industrial-scale Bitcoin mining operations. It also owns and operates 38 block boxes in Drumheller, Alberta, and 56 block boxes in Medicine Hat, Alberta. The company is headquartered in Toronto, Canada. So this is a Canadian-based company that is solely focused on mining Bitcoin. Now I have covered CleanSpark, which is focusing on Bitcoin mining, but that isn't what the whole company is about, as they also have microgrid solutions. But this company is focused on Bitcoin mining. It's getting the warehouses and the miners set up so that they can mine Bitcoin. And like with many other crypto mining companies, a lot of the revenue is going to be based on however much Bitcoin they're able to mine. And their revenue can also be contingent on the value of Bitcoin. So if Bitcoin were to go up long term, these crypto mining companies in theory should also be experiencing increased revenues and perhaps increased valuations given the value of Bitcoin. So let's take a look at the stock price and how it has grown. So if we zoom out, this stock was a penny stock for a good amount of 2021. So back in December of 2020, it was barely $2 a share. And then when February came around, it went to as high as $10.39, pretty much where it's at right now. And then, like with other growth stocks, it did have a correction for a majority of the year. So it was in the penny stock territory throughout the summer. And now we're seeing it rise. And we saw it go up as high as $16.57 in early November. And now we've seen it dip to around the $10 range. So I was able to build a position in Hut 8 stock when the stock price dipped this past week. And to be honest, I don't know if this stock has bottomed out yet, because we are in a bit of a bear market right now. There's a lot of fear that's happening in the stock market, and there could be a potential crash. Now, last week was a bloodbath, but there's a possibility that it could get worse, that we may not have seen the worst in the market. So we'll have to give it some time, and I'm happy with my position, but if it goes down even more, I don't mind building more into my position. So looking at some of the financials here, it does have a $1.6 billion market cap. And the PE ratio is 25.06, which is pretty much average. Okay, so for some reason Yahoo Finance wasn't showing the financials, but I was able to pull it up on a different website. So keep in mind that the numbers are in Canadian dollars. So the one thing that really stands out here is their net income, which is at $19 million. Yes, $19 million. So this company at the moment is profitable, unlike so many other growth stocks that I've covered in this channel. This is a growth stock that is profitable. So this is a green flag right here. This is something really good to look at. A lot of growth companies aren't profitable yet, and they're always having negative net incomes. But to see this having a positive net income is a game changer. And then looking at the balance sheet, their total assets are $145 million, and their liabilities are $29 million. Huge difference right there with the assets and the liabilities. Significantly greater assets. That is really good. And then their debt is $25.7 million. So when you compare it to their market cap, it's pretty negligible. So it's not a lot of debt. So that's really good. And they have no long-term debt. That's amazing. And right over here, they have $104 million in cash and cash equivalents. So as long as they're using their cash and reinvesting into the company, that can benefit them in the future, because I believe they have the potential to experience more growth. So all in all, this is a stock that I'm very bullish in. The numbers look good, the financials look good, and really the reason why the stock price has fell from its high is due to the market sentiments that we're experiencing right now, with a lot of the growth stocks crashing, as well as the price of Bitcoin falling from its all-time high. So when we look at Bitcoin, it's currently at $50,000. And 1 month ago, it was at 68,000. So it has fell 25%. So that's another factor that could explain why a lot of these crypto mining stocks, such as HUT8, are down huge recently. And lastly, before I end the video, I want to show you an ETF that's really piqued my interest, especially with the crypto mining stocks. And it is the Verity Funds RIGZ ETF. So the Verity Cleaner Energy Crypto Mining and Semiconductor ETF, ticker symbol RIGZ. This is a really good ETF because it has a lot of crypto mining stocks as well as some semiconductor companies. So looking at the holdings, it consists mainly of Mara, Bitfarms, and HUT8. So together, this is about 35% of the ETF, consisting of these three companies. And it's followed by Nvidia and Samsung. Then it's followed by AMD, Riot, Taiwan Semiconductor Manufacturing Company, which is a stock that I covered recently, so you should check that out. And then lastly, we do see CleanSpark on this list, only consisting of 3.9% of the ETF. So it makes you wonder why this particular ETF does not have a large portion of CleanSpark, and that could be due to the company's recent move to Bitcoin mining. I'm sure the ETF manager isn't really convinced that CleanSpark has the ability to produce as much Bitcoin as its competitors, but at least it has some representation in this ETF. It's better than nothing. So this is an ETF that I am strongly considering adding to my Roth IRA, given the fact that I'm bullish on Bitcoin as well as these semiconductor companies, because they provide a pretty essential unit in tech devices. And a lot of these Bitcoin miners use CPUs and GPUs and semiconductors that are made by AMD, TSM, and Samsung. So think about that. This is Investor Shake, checking out. Oh, by the way, I'm not a financial advisor, so please don't buy HUT8 stock simply because I'm talking about it. Alright, now this is Investor Shake, checking out.